Hi everyone, my name is Chrissy from MapleRoad, and today I'm so excited. We're finally making it. I finally decided to make this for today's tutorial. It's a fresh flower cake. So today we'll talk about some techniques and ideas to add texture to your cake so that it's cohesive with the flowers that we have. I'm choosing the same color palette that my flowers have. I created that in buttercream form so we can add some texture and pizzazz in this cake. We're also going to talk about super easy way to prepare your flowers before putting them on your cake. So let's get into it. We're going to start with the first layer of our texture. So here I'm just using my 24K edible gold dust, mixing it with vodka. This is Tito's vodka to be exact. Or if you don't want anything alcoholic, use lemon extract. I'm also using this soft bristle brush. It's actually a makeup brush, but I'm using it for, it's a clean makeup brush. I'm using it for painting on my cakes. We kind of want to thin out this solution, so I'm adding a little bit more vodka, and you'll see that now it's the perfect consistency for painting. So what I'm going for here is just like a few streaks here and there underneath everything else that we're going to be doing today. So there's no rhyme or reason, just get some streaks out there in random places of your cakes. Preferably if you can cover any imperfection, now's the time to do it, because this is, like I said, going to be the base of our texture design. Now on to the second layer of our texture. We're going to be using a stencil. These are stencils that I made from Cricut. Comment below if you're interested in seeing how I design my stencil templates that I use for my cakes. I made a couple of these arrow sticker stencils that I'm just going to be placing on top of that gold schmear that we did. Some of them I'm just going to double up, and some are just single. And then now we're going to apply buttercream on top of it just to really get the shape. This is going to be a little bit tricky. You have to be very light-handed when putting the buttercream and then mixing it with your highlight. My highlight is going to be this lime green because it matches the flowers that I'd previously shown. After that application, we're just going to lightly scrape off any excess buttercream, making sure that you don't touch any other parts of the cake because otherwise it's going to put a dent on your buttercream. So just lightly scrape off any of that, just like that. And now we are going to be doing the third texture, which is the palette knife flowers. Scoop some buttercream onto the palette knife of your choice. I'm using the one with a rounded edge. I will include the link below of the exact palette knife that I bought from Amazon. So you just want to lightly press the buttercream onto the cake, just like so. And then lift the palette knife and let the buttercream fall into place. It's going to look messy in the beginning. It will not make sense at first, but trust me, it'll look like a flower once we are done and once we add more details to it. And again, there's no rhyme or reason with the placement of this, so feel free to just put it anywhere. So moving on, now in the middle of all those petals that we just did, we're going to be using this skinny palette knife. You kind of want to just dab little pieces of your highlight buttercream into the middle, and that's going to be the stamen of the flower. And if you ask me, the more textures, the better. So just keep dabbing it. And now moving on to preparing the flowers. We're going to secure the stems to make sure there won't be any leakage going into the cake. So this is what it's going to look like. You can see that there's a saran wrap underneath this floral tape. Everything is secure, nothing no chemicals will leak into the cake. Starting out with a clean stem, I took out the leaves, there's no thorns. I washed the stems actually. Then take a small piece of saran wrap, place the stem in the middle, and wrap as tightly as you can without damaging the stem. Next, take a small piece of floral tape, stretch it to activate the wax adhesive, then start from the bottom of the stem. Pull the tape while wrapping around the stem ever so tightly. And then now I realized I did it backwards, so let me do it again one more time, starting from the bottom, pulling it tightly as I rotate the tape around the stem, just like that. And now it's ready to be inserted into your cake. And here we are. You want to find the front of your cake. Starting with the bigger pieces, I carefully selected which ones I'm going to do first. I wanted some height on this cake, so I'm choosing the bigger flowers first because I can just work around them. And since I wanted it slightly to the side, all the flowers are going to be right around this area, and I can just easily fill them in with the smaller flowers. As you're putting in the arrangement, you kind of want to look away just to see if it's looking the way you want it to look, and then keep building the height. And now I'm happy with the arrangement. I'm just going to lift some off. I wanted to add a little bit more height. I wanted to look a little bit fuller without looking too compact. Okay, so now the flowers are done. Now I want to tie in the texture that we've done on the cake along with the flowers. So now I'm putting a little bit more touch of gold everywhere on the cake. I'm going to be putting most of them on the flowers. Same process here. I'm going to be using 24K gold dust and a little bit of vodka. Lastly, we are adding a little bit of piped buttercream all around the cakes. Random places, there's no patterns, it's just wherever I see a dirt, I put buttercream on top of it, and wherever I see fit, I just put buttercream all over it. And guys, this finishes up our project for today. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you do, please make sure to let me know in the comment section or subscribe to my channel so you can get notified once I post the next video.
Eat the cake. Subscribe.